Are you guys ready for the flavors of the South?
And are you ready to be charmed by this beautiful city?
If so, then come along with us as we show you the best things to see and do
In Savannah, Georgia.
Our recommended things to do in Savannah is based on our 3-day weekend itinerary.
First stop, brunch. How about a spot with a great view of a park surrounded by these beautiful oak trees with Spanish moss?
I'm down.
Let's go!
This is Colin's Quarter at Forsyth Park, and we're about to indulge in a brunch that could make you believe in love at first bite. And you can't visit Savannah and not start your day with a southern breakfast, right? Shrimp and grits with pan-seared wild shrimp and doughy chipotle tomato gravy, smoked Gouda and cheddar cheese, and fried shallots. And crab cake beni with buttermilk biscuit, hollandaise, poached eggs, side salad. Gosh, they are all so delicious. After fueling up, strolling around Forsyth Park, an iconic Savannah landmark, is the obvious choice. Just look at that fountain. Does it make you feel like you should be in a romantic drama? Or maybe a drama about two people who fall in love with Savannah's charm and maybe each other. But let's keep moving. Forsyth Park is really for all ages, and on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. they have a food-only farmers market. As we head north towards Savannah's riverfront, the city's old-world charm is impossible to miss. I'm talking about the cobblestone streets, beautiful architecture, and probably a few ghost stories too.
We're now here in Jones Street.
Here's Jones Street, arguably the most picturesque street in Savannah. It's so beautiful that even our grandchildren couldn't resist striking a pose. I mean, they've got good taste like Grandpa Lino and Grandma Line, right?
It's so beautiful indeed. From Jones Street, we're heading to the Cathedral of St. John.
And we're crossing Lafayette Square. So this is one of the 22 squares here in Savannah.
It used to be 24 squares that make up the city's renowned grid system that was originally designed by James Oglethorpe, the founder of Savannah in 1733, and it is still admired for its beauty and functionality today. The Cathedral Basilica of St. John the Baptist is a beautiful example of French Gothic Revival architecture, with its soaring spires, pointed arches, and the grand intricate details. When viewed from above, the roof is cross-shaped, symbolizing Christ's sacrifice and the central role of Christian faith in the life of the church and its community. And as you step into the church, you'll be wowed even more. The soaring vaulted ceiling seems to reach up into eternity. The ceiling's rich color palette, the delicate yet powerful arches and columns, and the vibrant colors of the stained glass windows create a sense of reverence and awe, the kind of quiet wonder that comes from standing in a place of deep history and artistry. The architecture doesn't just tell a story, it makes you feel part of it. The streets of Savannah is so picturesque that it has become a favorite filming location, including this pub in the 1995 film Something to Talk About. And who can forget the 1994 film that became a cultural phenomenon?
We're now here in Chippewa Square, and the opening scene of that film, Forrest Gump, was filmed here. So the bench was actually here. There's no bench now.
The bench where Forrest Gump sat and shared his life story while waiting for the bus is now at the Savannah Historic Museum, which we will visit later. If you're expecting a bus stop with a box of chocolates, well, it's a little more historic than that. The monument honors General James Oglethorpe, the founder of Georgia. It was erected in 1910 and commemorates his leadership in establishing the colony of Georgia. The monument is an important tribute to the history of the state and to Oglethorpe's role in its founding. About a 3-minute walk from Chippewa along Ball Street is Juliette Gordon Low Birthplace. The house was built in 1818 and is a National Historic Landmark. It became a museum in 1956, celebrating the life and achievements of Juliette Gordon Low, who founded the Girl Scouts in 1912, and her birthplace is now a place of pilgrimage for Girl Scouts. I feel like I should leave a donation or something after hearing all these fun facts. Next, wander through Broughton Street, which is like the city's version of a high-energy smoothie, blending shopping, dining, and entertainment all in one. It's the place to be. And for the architecture buffs out there, you'll love the buildings here. They're like time capsules that have been lovingly preserved, giving you a peek into the city's rich history. It's like a mashup of different architecture styles, both old and modern. Take this 20th century style, the recessed entrance and those gorgeous terrazzo tiles as flooring that were practically begging shoppers back in the day to step inside. Who could resist, right? And speaking of irresistible, there's Leopold's ice cream. Talked about a sweet temptation. This place has been serving scoops of joy since 1919, and let me tell you, it's still the go-to spot for anyone with a sweet tooth. Now we're shifting gears from something as sweet as Savannah's iconic Leopold's ice cream to something a little more eerie, a place with a darker, mysterious past, but historical and charming homes. I'm talking about the Mercer-William House Museum and the Sorrel-Weed House. And if you're coming from Leopold's ice cream walking south, you'll pass by the Colonial Park Cemetery, a place where, let's just say, the locals have a special connection with the past. It served as the city's primary burial ground for over 100 years, so one of the oldest cemeteries in Savannah, and maybe the most haunted? Or maybe the most peaceful, if you consider hanging out with the spirits of the 18th century peaceful. For those interested in history, architecture, and a touch of the supernatural, then the Sorrell-Weed House is a must visit. Trust me, if the walls could talk, they'd probably ask for a hunting break. You see, the house is known for some creepy paranormal activity. I'm not really sure which is scarier to you, the ghost or my sense of humor. Well, we know that the spirits prefer a good laugh too. But seriously, whether you believe in ghosts or not, the tales and the spooky atmosphere make it an intriguing stop. If you've seen the movie Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, then you're already familiar with the chilling history that surrounds this mansion. The Mercer-William House isn't just beautiful, it holds a story that could be straight out of a horror film. In fact, it's said to be haunted, with ghostly sightings reported over the years. But be warned, there's something about the place that makes your skin crawl, leaving you to wonder. Is it the history, the stories, or something else entirely? You just have to see for yourself. So that's a haunted house there, and that one is a haunted house too. And my daughter's Airbnb is right there. Pirate's House is one of the city's most famous haunted restaurants. Built in 1753, it was originally a tavern where pirates, sailors, and other seafaring folks would gather. Legend has it that the ghost of the pirates still roams the building, along with other spirits from the past. The restaurant's subterranean rooms, once used to imprison sailors before they were shanghaied onto ships, add to the eerie atmosphere. This place is so haunted, they should probably serve ghost-shaped appetizers. And speaking of spirits, whether it's the ghostly kind or the kind in your glass, they both tend to haunt you long after you leave. But seriously, it's a Savannah classic full of history and great food, and they're all so good and delicious. What do you call this, mate?
Seafood platter.
Seafood platter. And that one is?
Honey, pecan, fried chicken.
So guys, how's the food at Pirate's House?
It's very good.
It's very good.
It's very delicious.
Now we're
On your
walking
left?
to the riverfront.
Full disclosure, it's not just a walk, it's a challenge. No worries, there are some easier paths to get down. We've got some steep steps coming up. If you're not feeling like an Olympic athlete today, or let's be real, you could always just drive down River Street. But who's counting, right? Okay, here we are at the historic steps that lead down to the river. These steps are steeper than you think, but no worries, we got this. It's narrow, it's cobblestone, it's got history, kind of like a tourist obstacle course. And boom, we made it. Welcome to River Street. Look at those cobblestones, still the same ones when folks were shipping cotton, rum, and all sorts of good stuff. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they still found a few pirates under here somewhere. So be careful, especially late at night. River Street is full of great places to eat and shop. You've got classic spots like the Shrimp Factory and many more. And River Street Marketplace, super cute. Lots of unique local goods and of course souvenirs to remind you how much you spend in one day. The Coastal Christmas Store is Line's favorite. No matter the season, it's always Christmas in there. Just try not to break into jingle bells when you walk in. Now let me tell you, River Street at night is something else. The buildings light up with soft glows and the reflections in the Savannah River and the Talmadge Bridge are straight up magical. It's like Savannah is showing off her best side. You'll feel like you're walking through a postcard, only without the weird poses and awkward family photos. Yeah, it was a good way to burn out the calories after the full dinner. Good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. We might as well take a peek at my daughter's cozy rented place. After all, Airbnbs in Savannah can be an attraction in themselves. Savannah's historic charm shines through in the homes here, and the Airbnbs are no exception. Each one offers a unique piece of the city's magic, with many that still maintain that old world elegance, but with modern comforts. My daughter's Airbnb is the perfect example of this. Imagine stepping into a space where the walls are steeped in history, yet you're welcomed with a warm modern touch that makes you feel right at home. From exposed brick to cozy vintage furnishings and a kitchen where you can cook up some southern favorites, it's like stepping into a secret slice of Savannah that most tourists don't get to see. Plus, there's something about staying in a place with so much character. It's like living in a piece of Savannah's history. If you're looking for an authentic experience that blends Savannah's hauntingly beautiful past with the comforts of home, staying in one of these Airbnbs is the way to go. Trust me, it's an attraction all in its own.
This is my favorite hotel ever. I'm staying here for 3 days.
You are? We're staying in a different hotel.
On your way to the city market, check out Ellis Square, an open pedestrian-friendly public space with fountains, sitting areas, and landscaping. If you've never been to City Market, it's a must-see. This is where old meets new, with art galleries, boutiques, and plenty of places to grab a bite. But we couldn't visit without mentioning the Prohibition Museum. The Prohibition Museum offers an immersive look at the era of Prohibition in the United States, showcasing exhibits about bootlegging, speakeasies, and the impact of the 18th Amendment. It features interactive displays and speakeasy-style bar. Visitors can learn about the laws, the defiance of them, and the culture of the time. Now, we didn't go in this time, but maybe next time we'll check out the speakeasy inside. For now, we're keeping things light and breezy. Alright, we walk over to Washington Square for a little picnic break. It's such a peaceful spot in the city, perfect for relaxing. And of course, what's a picnic without pizza? Nothing fancy, just a few slices of pizza from Venny Van Gogo's and some good conversation. What more could you want? Before we leave this area, we couldn't resist a stop by the Savannah Candy Kitchen. Let me tell you, the chocolates here are dangerously delicious. If you're in town, do yourself a favor and stop by. You won't believe the treasures they have inside the J.W. Marriott Savannah plant Riverside. From museum-quality geodes to fossils, and even a chrome-dipped dinosaur fossil. Yup, you heard that right. And check this out, a meteor encased in glass. Seriously, how cool is that? Now, strolling along River Street has a completely different vibe during the day compared to at night. We've got people shopping, street performers, and these awesome cobblestone streets. Check out the African American Monument and the World War II Memorial along the riverfront. Both are so powerful tributes. Look at that, a massive cargo ship making its way down the Savannah River. It's a pretty cool sight to see up close. The Savannah River is a vital waterway for cargo shipping, particularly due to the port of Savannah, one of the busiest and fastest growing ports in the US. Next, we're heading out to Tybee Island. It's the perfect escape from the city, and we're going straight for the Tybee Island Lighthouse. It's such a scenic spot, and right across is the beach. And it's always fun to let the kids run around and play in the sand. Look at this view, the sky's changing colors, and you can feel that golden hour magic. Savannah, you never disappoint. And dinner is at Crab Shack, still at Tybee Island, and it's such a beautiful spot right on the water. The lights are on the trees, the view of the marsh, it's just perfect. Check out this spread, starting off with Brunswick stew, then this epic Captain Sampler with snow crab, mussels, crawfish, shrimp, corn, potatoes, and sausage. Oh, and we can't forget about the Low Country Boil, which is basically heaven in a bowl. And of course, the kids had a blast at the Gator Lagoon. They got to check out the alligators up close. Definitely a hit. Crab Shack at Tybee Island is definitely my favorite spot to hang out on a Sunday evening with family.
Good morning.
We're here at the Savannah Historic Museum, and among other things, we're gonna check out that bench that was used in the Forrest Gump movie in the opening scene.
And let me tell you, that scene is still iconic. The Savannah History Museum offers a deep dive into the city's rich and diverse past. The museum highlights Savannah's role in key historical events, from its founding in 1733 by James Oglethorpe to its role during the American Revolution, Civil War, and beyond. You'll encounter exhibits showcasing Savannah's early colonial history, its unique architectural style, and the contributions of notable figures like Juliette Gordon Low, founder of the Girl Scouts, who probably would have handed out cookies if they had them back then. One of the main reasons to visit the Savannah History Museum is its ability to transport you back in time. Wormsloe Historic Site is famous for its stunning oak-lined avenue leading to the ruins of a colonial estate. These oak-lined paths make you feel like you're stepping into the past, or maybe just a really epic Instagram post. The site offers a glimpse into the 18th century life with beautiful nature trails, preserved buildings, and museums showcasing the history of the area. And for lunch prior to leaving Savannah, Sisters of the South was our choice, featured on Guy Fieri's diners, drive-ins, and dives. We had their beloved classic, fried chicken with red rice, sweet potato, collard greens, and cornbread. And we also had a signature dish, their innovative soul roll, which blends traditional southern ingredients such as oxtail, red rice, macaroni, collard greens, and other ingredients into a spring roll-inspired package. This meal brings together the best of southern comfort food with bold flavors, comforting sides, and creative take on familiar dishes. It's a feast that's sure to satisfy both your stomach and soul. That's a wrap on the things to do in Savannah and our very own adventure. So if you're looking for history, flavor, and a touch of southern magic, come to Savannah. If you want more destinations in the US, click our US playlist, or for our international destinations, click our latest Ireland-Scotland playlist. Thanks for joining in beautiful Savannah. Until next time, y'all, and have an amazing day. This is Lino Online.